Okay guys, welcome back to my page for another crochet video. So today I'm going to be doing a man hooded scarf. I'm actually winging this. I don't know if this is gonna come out right, but if it does, you will see a tutorial up on Monday. Today is Saturday. But anyway, I'm using cashmere loops and threads yarn in the color red. It says to use an 8mm hook, but I'm actually going to use a 9. I bought, I think, 7 balls of these. They were on sale at my local Micheals for $3 each, so it wasn't that bad. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all 7, but my boyfriend is really tall, so we might have to use all 7. So I'm so used to pulling from the middle. Let's see if this works. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a slip knot as usual. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna insert our hook, and I'm going to go widthwise first. So I'm going to chain, I don't even know, I'll tell you guys right now, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna go with 25. I think that's a good width. So I'm going to chain 3, and then in the yarn over it, and then in a 4th chain 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th chain from the hook, I'm going to complete a double crochet, and I'm going to complete a double crochet from this row on. I'm actually not sure how many rows I'm going to do. I'm just going to make it long enough to reach from one side to the next side, because he also wants pockets, guys. So it just has to reach from one wrist to the next wrist so that he can put his hands inside of the pockets. So now I'm choosing to do widthwise, but you can do lengthwise, if that makes sense. So you can chain as many chains that reaches from one side of the scarf, one side to the next side, and then you just go long ways with your double crochets. I'm just choosing to do this because I don't know, it feels better when I do widthwise. I don't see a million chains and like, oh my god, this is a never-ending row, and I just feel like it's shorter. But you can do it whatever way you want. So we are coming to the end of this row. Okay, so we are at the end of this row. I actually could have made it a lot thinner. Could I? Since it's not lengthwise, it's widthwise. Alright, scrap that. We're gonna do that over. I'm gonna actually leave this clip in so you can see that I'm really just like imagining this in my head and going with it. So I think I chained 25 I think this time I'm only gonna chain 18. Let's see. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm gonna do an extra chain 3. And then in the 4th chain from the hook, we're gonna do that all over again. We are going to double crochet. You know, I noticed that I don't hold the yarn like other crocheters. I just like let it dangle in between these 2 fingers, and it's because that I don't chain, or I don't crochet as tight as other people, and I feel like when you crochet like this, it's weird. It's just weird for me. Like, maybe because I'm self-taught that I don't know, I hold it like this, but like it still works for me, because if I need to like tighten, if I need to have more control over the yarn, I just close my fingers. If I don't, I just like let it dangle. Does that make sense? So we're just gonna keep going. Okay, so let's see if I like this. So with the pocket, I'm really not gonna do much. I'm just going to crochet the whole scarf, and then I'm probably gonna do an extra 10 rows on each side, just so when I fold it, he can stick his hand inside of the pocket. That makes sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm really not gonna record me just going back and forth with these rows because it's just repetitive. And again, this chain 3 is a stitch. It's usually a stitch in everything that I do. So I'm just going to yarn over, skip this chain because it is attached to this chain 3, and we're gonna go into the next one, and we are just going to do the same thing over and over again until we get the length that we want. And I will come back and let you guys know how many rows I actually did, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 60 rows, maybe even more. And let you guys know if I used all 7 balls. I'm hoping not, because I still have to do a hood. So I'm hoping 4 balls will complete the scarf, and then 4 or 5 balls will complete the scarf, and then the last 2 will be for the hood. So let's see. Now this can also be made for a woman. You just make it for a woman. So again, this chain 3 is a stitch. We're gonna skip the first stitch and insert our hook into the second one, making sure that we do that in every row so that our edges are straight and we don't have like an uneven scarf. It's not zigzaggy, it's just a straight line. remembering we're going into this stitch, this chain 3, because it is a stitch. Okay, so this is 3 rows so far, and with my measuring tape, just in case you want the gauge, because some people want the gauge. This is 3 rows. It equals about 3 inches and 9 inches across. So if 3 rows equals 3 inches, right? And we wanted about, I'm gonna say like maybe 50 inches long. That might be too short actually. I think I might do 60 inches long. Yeah, that looks about right. So 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do it. Hold on, I'm gonna do the math. Give me 1 second. Oh, I can't find my calculator. Okay, so we want the scarf 60 inches long divided by 3. That means we need to do 20 sets of 3. So yeah, so we need to do 20 sets of 3. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1 set, and we have 19 more sets of 3 to go. So I believe it's just an inch per row, so we want 60 inches. We're gonna do 60 rows. That makes sense. Don't laugh at me in the comments if that's not right. But so I'm actually gonna complete 60 rows and then I'll be back. Actually, no, I'm gonna show you what one ball of yarn does and how many rows that actually does. So then I'll come back. Okay guys, so I am on my 3rd ball of yarn. So I'm going to actually complete this whole ball. And hold on, let me see if I can see it a little bit better. Okay, so okay, so I'm actually going to complete this whole ball of yarn and tie off. It's about maybe like 8 more rows, I want to say. So this was 109 yards and I used 3. So I used 328 yards of yarn for an adult man hooded scarf. Now this is just for the base of the scarf. Now, fair warning, my boyfriend is about 6'3". So if you're making this for a man that's shorter than 6'3", then I think you only need 2 balls of yarn. And if your boyfriend or husband or whoever you're making this for is taller than 6'3", then you probably would need about 4 balls just for the base of the scarf. Now I'm going to complete this and then come back. We're gonna do the pockets first and then we're gonna do the hood. If it's nice like this, I really wanna yeah, I think I just realized that I didn't record anything that I just said. So I don't want to do it all over. I counted up 31 rows from the end of this row, and then this started the 31 rows, and I did the same thing to the other side. I counted up 31 rows and put a stitch marker. So now I'm going to put 2 double crochets into each row. What I mean by rows is, if you can see this is a row. Like each time you could pull is a row. So I'm gonna put 2 double crochets into each row until I get to the next stitch marker. Okay, I made sure my camera was rolling this time. So I am at the next stitch marker, so we're actually gonna take that out because we don't need it. And I'm gonna put my last 2 double crochets into this row. Now this is how big, you can't even see it, my camera doesn't reach that big. So this is how big the scarf is gonna be. I mean the hood, I'm actually gonna measure it for you guys. So it is, the hood will be 21.5 inches long. That should be pretty big for adult man. So we are going to chain 3, and now I am going to turn my work, and I'm going to put 1 double crochet into each chain across. Now I'm going to continue this until the hood is big enough. I'm not even sure how many rows that will need, so I'm going to come back when I figure that out and let you guys know. Okay, I am back. We are going to snip off, let me snip off about 2 inches, about, yeah, a couple inches of yarn. Okay, so this is the hood. You can't really see it because my thing isn't that big. All right, so this is the beginning row, and then it went all the way up to here. I did 20 rows. So now, hold on, I'm gonna put it on really quickly and straighten it out. Okay. All right, whatever. It has to be even. So this is the, this is the front. So I'm gonna sew it like this. You just want to make sure the way, hold on, let me find my tapestry needle. Here it is. All right, so you just want to make sure the way you're sewing it, it's not gonna be out. I don't know how to explain it. The want to make sure the way you're sewing it so that the seam is in the inside of the hood and not the outside of the hood. I'm pretty sure that makes sense to you guys. So I'm doing a basic, just a basic stitch.